guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Chris's Sports Corner. Real quick, man, if you like this content, if you like the video, if you appreciate it, please hit that like button or hit that subscribe button. That's how YouTube push these videos out, man. That's why we ask you guys to do it, because that's the way of supporting the channel. Also, if you want to get in contact with me directly, hit me up on Instagram. The link is below, as well as the merchandise that I put together for different team colors and stuff like that. So, and people have really been liking it. So if you haven't checked it out, go ahead and check that out as well. All right, so first of all, hope everybody's having a great Sunday, man. The NBA playoffs are here, guys. It's here. This is what we've been waiting for. This is what we've been wanting. This is what we've been measuring each team up for. All right, so the next team I'm going to talk about is the Toronto Raptors and the Brooklyn Nets. Now, first of all, these teams, before I really break it down, I'm gonna give you three on what's key for each team, and then I'm gonna tell you what I think is gonna happen. But both of these teams they kind of come out with the same mentality though, and that's Brooklyn is understand that they're not where they're at, where they're not considered in up top echelon, but it's not gonna be a lack of effort on their part. But okay, so let's get into it. First, the Brooklyn Nets, guys. One of the main keys for Brooklyn is to know that LeVert is their guy right now, and he got to stay hot. If they want a chance in this series, LeVert got to stay hot, not force things, but stay hot. Continue to play within his game. Don't try to get out of his game. Don't try to do too much, but continue to play within his game and the way he plays. And that'll get them a real shot. Minimize the turnovers. They got to minimize the turnovers. I've watched a couple games where it seems like they had some key turnovers down the stretch. But they have to minimize those if they want a chance in this series. And they're not a superstar bunch. They're a group of guys that really play hard and really go after. They really go after each team that they play. They're not gonna give you anything, and that's one of the most important things to remember. The Brooklyn Nets are not gonna give you anything. You're gonna have to earn it. And my third thing for Brooklyn is they must take what's given. Now, what do I mean about that? I've been seeing this trend in the NBA of guys being 2 feet from the basket and can make a layup, but they'll kick it back out for the three and miss the three. It's like, you can't do that, man. You take those two. You put those points on the board. Stop trying to go for the home run. Just go ahead and get. Everybody's not Steph. Everybody's not Dame. Everybody's not Clay. Everybody's not Durant. Take the two, and you can kick it back out for the three if that shot is not good. But if you got what's given to you, take that, please. All right. Last thing I want to say about Brooklyn. This year's Brooklyn kind of remind you of last year's Clippers. Because that team is going to be much better next year. So they got two superstars coming in, but the difference is they're not going to trade anybody away. The team they got now is just going to add those two superstars and Kevin Durant and Kyrie, and which is going to really make them probably a lot of people going to have them as favorites in the East next year. But we'll see. Obviously, the team I'm about to talk about going to have something to say about that. But all right, let's get into it, man. So the Toronto Raptors. I'm gonna keep playing with that. The six. The keys for the Raptors is to, number one, be yourself. Don't get outside of what you do. They got a great chemistry. They play well. They got a way of doing things. Stick to that. Don't get cute. This is not the time. Do what you do. Stick to your strengths. Play hard. Play with edge. And they'll be fine. If they do that, they'll be fine. 100%. This is not the time to try something. This is not the time to experiment, because a team like Brooklyn is a team that's going to come at you, and they're going to give you everything they got every single time. That's who they are. That's what they do. They're going to give you everything they got every single time. And Toronto has to make sure that they continue to just do what they've been doing. Don't change it up now. All right? So that's a key. Number two, stay out of foul trouble. Stay out of foul trouble, especially for Ibaka and Lowry. Stay out of foul trouble. That's gonna be key, because if LeVert is gonna try to force the issue, And they got some other guys that could try to force the issue inside as well. So stay out of foul trouble. Kyle Lowry is an aggressive player. He give it his all. He will dive in the stands. He will dive on the floor. He will dive through a player. Whatever it takes to win, and you gotta love that about the guy. That's why he gets so much respect. That's why he's considered one of the greats. But sometimes that could be a little too much. So he got to stay out of foul trouble. Got to stay out of foul trouble. You know, if he can stay out of foul trouble, him and Ibaka coming off that bench, I think could be great. I know could be great. But it can't get over aggressive, right? Stay within what you do. Do not be overly aggressive. Don't get in early foul trouble and start sending the nets and giving them points at the line. That could be catastrophic. You know, you start sending them to the line, and then you're killing your own team. Because a lot of people don't understand that. Like, when you're sending the team to the line, yeah, you're giving them points, but you're also killing your momentum. That happens so much, and I see a lot of people don't talk about that aspect of it. You're killing your momentum. A lot of teams have momentum, but then start fouling, and then your momentum is gone, and they're shooting, getting buckets at the free throw line. And the third, and I think most important thing for Toronto is, I know the aspiration of championship. I know they want to repeat. I know they're capable of repeating. But do not take the Brooklyn Nets lightly. Don't take them lightly. Don't come in here thinking you don't got you there, because they will surprise you. Do not do it. They're a scrappy, hard fighting team that will literally go for it all and fight you to the end. And so you can't take this team lightly. The Brooklyn Nets is not a team to be taken lightly. You got to come in and be prepared to go to war with these guys, and on the court, of course, basketball, and understand that this is going to be a team that expects to win. That's how they play, so you can't take them lightly. Now, overall, what do I think that'll happen? Me personally, that last point I made by don't take them lightly, I don't think they will. I have not seen them do that to anyone. They didn't. I didn't even think they took those last few bubble games lightly, because the bench came out and played strong. Like, it was an important game. So I don't see them taking Brooklyn lightly. And I think Toronto will win this. I say in 6. I give 6. I say Brooklyn is good for 1 or 2 games, but overall Toronto will get this in 6. And I think they're just a better team. They're just a better team, but I don't want to discount Brooklyn's scrappiness. And overall, I think this is going to be a very entertaining series, a very hard-fought series, but the Raptors will get it in 6. So, yeah, that's what I think will happen, man. I got Toronto winning this series in 6, but I understand what Brooklyn is. They're a hard-fighting team, man. They're definitely a hard-fighting team. So, with that being said, guys, that's my take. That's what I think will happen. So, I got Toronto in 6 for the 6. With that being said, guys, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. And until next time, you guys be great, man.